is really dark, but oh well. Hi guys, it's LA. Today I will be giving my thoughts on the new strawberry vanilla frappuccino. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Okay. I don't know how good I don't know how good it caught on camera because it's really dark in here, but anyways, reviewing the new strawberry vanilla frappuccino. I got one pump, caramel syrup, and cinnamon powder, and I got it on braids, so might be melting. So I can kind of feel the strawberry and then I am getting like a chocolatey taste, like a cinnamon. I had a feeling I wasn't going to enjoy it. It looks so good on the app. Yeah, wow. Yeah, it looks really good on the app. I'm not tasting. I don't get the actual strawberry taste. It's more like a maybe because it's early in the day, but I'm not a big fan of it. Should have ordered a small one. I'm getting like a chocolate, more like a cough syrup type. It's not the best. Because it's so it's called the strawberry funnel, but I'm not tasting strawberry. I'm tasting a little bit of the funnel cake. And then they whipped it. It had like sprinkles of funnel cake on top, but yeah, yeah, no, it's not. And no, I just wanted to try it out just to give my impression, but I'm not a big fan of it. Personally, I would not order it again. It's giving me not an actual strawberry flavor. Like, I don't know if I can explain myself, but it's more of a painted type of strawberry. Like, it's not the actual fruit. I don't know if that makes sense. But I also wanted to talk about the Selena series on Netflix. The second part of it. So I did enjoy it, and I feel like a lot of people are actually enjoying the second part more. Just because this time around her actual, I mean, they were all her songs, but this time around, her songs that are well known are like, I don't know, more publicly, if that's a word. People are like know more stuff about that, so I think that's why people are giving the actress that played Selena more credit this time around. I will say though that to me this actress gives me more of Demi Lovato vibes than actual Selena. But hey, I mean, no one will ever be, exactly the same as Selena. Unfortunately, there was only one person. She's not around, and well, sadly, but hey. I I will also say that the parts where Chris is basically shown, those weren't my favorite. They made him seem like the bad character, and I know that people are gonna have fights all the time, especially like couples. But they just made it seem like that wasn't my focus, and I don't know, it's hard to explain, but to me, it seemed more of Chris was the problem. Because even the dad, and he has always said this in countless places that you try to find this, he was never okay with that relationship. And my only thoughts there is he was a good guy, but you didn't like him, and yet the person that you should have looked given a better, more research and ended up hurting your daughter. I really did like how Yolanda was portrayed. Like the first thing that we see of her is with her in her like bedroom or kitchen. I don't know, but in the room that we see her in, it's covered in Selena pictures, and I don't know. It gave me the sense that we as viewers wanted to be frightened by her, and to me that really, for me, that I really like that part. How it just, I don't know, it gave me creepy vibes. But I also didn't like how they brought her in for one scene, that particular scene, and then after that we don't see her again until episodes way later. If I'm not mistaken, it was episodes with her boutique gardening. So I feel like it should have incorporated more of her with Selena. And then with this whole Chris thing, if I'm not mistaken, in the book he hints about how Abraham wasn't okay with the relationship, but yeah, in the series they make it seem like, yeah, he was mad that he got married in secret, obviously, but then like he just, I don't know, they made it seem like they were the good people, they were the good guys, and then Chris was just very a bad person. I didn't appreciate that. I don't know. Maybe I didn't really like that part because the actual Chris wasn't involved in the making of this series, so he didn't get to put his, like his statement and stuff in there. Maybe that's why I just didn't appreciate it. And then what else? With the whole ending part, I feel like, in my perspective, the video with J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, her death scene gave more of a actual representation. I mean, the series was sad. The last episode, I watched it so many times just because I really did feel like I was, part of it, unfortunately. It did feel surreal. But I don't know, I kind of liked how in the movie we see Selena, well, Jennifer, already dead. Like, she was on the bed, the gurney, and we just, I don't know, to me, that seemed a little bit more real. I do like how in the Netflix show, we see them two going into the hotel room. I do like how that is, portrayed. Because we don't see that in the, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't seen the video in a while, but we don't see that in the video. So I did like that part. And then I also didn't like how in the Netflix show, they found out and there was no footage of them at the hospital. There was a footage of Abraham trying to enter the hospital, but we don't see them when the doctor gives them the the sad news. And I feel for me, the video did a wonderful job portraying that part, because you see the entire family with actual feelings coming out. I mean, yeah, the show does show them on the couch listening to one of her songs, But then again, that was 1 month later. And it states in the show that it was 1 month later. And to me, that just, I don't know. I mean, it was good to, hear that her music was still around, that this CD that she was working on was finalized, even though unfortunately she never got to actually see the results of the CD, which went platinum, gold, or something like that. So that was a downfall for her. That was sad that she never got to see the results of that CD, that album. But I did like how they portrayed, especially Chris. You can just feel his feelings. You could just, when he's lying on that bed, just with his arms all open and just feeling her side of the bed, and just the feelings are right there. And then her, I think it was producer. I hope I'm not mistaken. Wait, no, her producer I think was Amy. The record deal person. I'm not sure who he is. Jose, I think that's his name. His when he saw that album went gold, you could just see the tears and the emotion, and so that part did make it seem real. So that I will credit that part as good. Like I said, there was a couple parts that I don't know, for me it just didn't seem good, and then other parts that were amazing. And also people are saying that Suzette was probably jealous of Selena because she was into Chris. Honestly, I believe that, in my perspective, that wasn't true. Or who knows, maybe it is. But I personally feel like maybe she was just, she was jealous, but due to the fact that that's the younger sister, and she's the one that got married first, and actually had a life first. Even though her dad didn't let her, have like an actual life outside of music and whatnot. So that's why I think a lot of people are saying that she was jealous of her. I do think she was jealous, but not in the I hate you type of way. I think she was more of a, why did she get married first? Why does she have a life outside of music first when I'm the oldest? And then one of the songs, I'm forgetting the name of it. Oh my goodness. No me quedo más. I didn't know that one was written versus that the sister. Ricky, the guitarist, pianist, one of the two, actually wrote that song. And when that specific scene comes up, you could just, oh my goodness, I feel for him. My heart feels for him. The way that Suzette is, because she has no clue it's for her. Selena realizes that it's for her and that Ricky wrote it for her. the way that them two are just, oh my goodness, you just have to see it. Just, I can't explain it. The way that she said Suzette such as Ricky in that particular moment, that particular scene is just wow. Um, and then what else? I know I'm only jumping all over the place here, but I I just really know the information as I remember them. Okay, so then in the final scene, when Selena's already had passed away and everything, in the video, we do see Yolanda in the car where she's apparently threatening to end her life. I never believed that she would end her life, and even Chris in his book mentions that that would have never happened, and I do believe him. He says there's a line in the book, might not be quoting this correctly, but in his book he mentions that she's just upset because she got caught. 100% agree with that. I do not believe that she would have ever tried to commit suicide on herself. And she states that it was an accident. No, it was not an accident because you were a nurse and you knew what you were doing. And if you really thought this was, if you really believed that this was an accident, why didn't you help her? You know what I'm saying? It's like things just don't coincide. There's just how, like, it doesn't make sense. The video for me, that part gives me like an actual. I really liked how they portrayed the whole truck situation. Seeing how she was hostage in the truck, how she was threatening to apparently end her life, and how she was saying that she killed her best friend and whatnot. I mean, they're just lies. We all know it, but I do appreciate the fact that they actually in the movie took time to give us that scenario, and that because it did seem real, like we were there. I felt like I was there, even though it was like when that video came out. And I wish that this series would have brought that back, to just to I don't know, make it a little bit more believable. Because after they go into the inside the hotel room, we don't see Yolanda at all, and I feel like the series just makes them just disappear. She just disappears, as opposed to the video where they're trying to figure out, as to the video where she's trying to figure out what to do, and yeah, I like the video in parts more so than the series, and then I like the series in parts more so than the video. But if I had to choose between the three, I think it would possibly be the book. I know that it would be the book, because I mean, unfortunately, we will never get an actual full truth, because I'm believing that Chris doesn't have rights anymore to Selena's life or her legacy, unfortunately. So, I mean, what exactly can we believe? But I will believe more so the book, just because it gives more of inside view of her married life, her personal life, her daring side, So yeah, I do think that the book is definitely worth watching. I mean, all three are worth watching because, like I said, um, all three have parts where you're just like, wow, wow, that really, I can't believe that happened. And then all three give parts that are like crying moments. But would, I personally um, have more of a attachment to the book than to the other two. Now, so yeah, um, those were just my thoughts on the um the series part two. Um, oh, by the way, my shirt. It just has her face. Her name. It's really cute. That is a birthday present. And then yeah, so that's basically it. I would really like to hear your guys' input on this, and please comment anything negative, positive. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Share, and if you like what you watched, um, subscribe hopefully, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks.